Hi Jules, it's me, Mum. Just with your reading, now I've actually done a 3-month reading for you. So this is what we've come up with. It's an overall general one, but something might pop up at you that you think is more relevant. Okay, the first card that we had was the Chariot. Now the Chariot is an indication that you're feeling like you're being dragged off in different directions. Janelle summed it up beautifully when she said it's like the chariot driving a horse, many horses, and they're all going off in different directions and he's trying to pull them back in. That's exactly what it is. You feel like little bits of you are being dragged off in different directions and you're finding it difficult to bring yourself together. You need confidence. You need confidence in yourself and you need to tell yourself what you're doing is right. Deep in your heart, if you know this is what is right for you, go with that. You will do this. Have faith in yourself because I think you're doing the right thing. I really do. Second card was the Judgment card. Now, Judgment basically means a rebirth of something. It means bringing yourself together and being able to rejoice in the fact that, yes, I'm done it. I've pulled myself together. This is me. I'm going ahead with it. I can do this. I've got confidence. And I think that you will do that. It's basically saying that old person that I was, that's gone. I've now gone on a new path in my life and this is going to work for me. And I'll tell you why it's going to be a good idea that you're doing this. Queen of Pentacles. She's all about money. Pentacles is the money symbol that we have in tarot. Basically what she's saying is that you can get it all together. This might also be someone that you know that has a bit of money that they can afford, that not an overly luxurious life, but certainly a very comfortable one. And I think
it's usually an older female, generally your mum, or someone that has financial savvy. Hey, Jules.
Thank you, Janelle. God. So anyway, basically what that's telling us is that she's also advising you to make sure that you take care of yourself and what a mum would do. Get out, get some fresh air, exercise. Isn't that what I told you to do the other day?
Don't eat cake for breakfast. Although, in full disclosure, we ate cake for breakfast today.
Yes, we did. Well, it's in all fairness, it was much. Okay, Page of Pentacles is a sign of a scholar. It basically means that you are studying at the moment, but if you stick to it, you focus on it, there's great wealth that can be made at the end. Well, maybe not great, but enough to keep you comfortable and happy and not struggling. But it's, also a desire to learn. I think you've got a real inquiring mind there. I think you want to know why things are like this and how things work. And I think you may even decide, strange as it may sound to you now, that once you finish this, you might have a little break and I think you might actually consider going back to learn more because I think that's who you are. You want to know more and more. Incidentally, this is Harry. Say hello, Harry. Chanda got Henry. You got Harry. He's been a pain. He's been messing up the cards. And he's a nightmare, so just ignore him. Now, Six of Pentacles. Pentacles, again, we're talking money. And with Pentacles, this one basically means generosity and it means philanthropy. So in other words, you're a generous soul. You are happy to share. That's not an issue. But you don't really appreciate people who take advantage of you. Which, let's face it, who does? None of us like that. So I think don't go too crazy. Certainly if people want to borrow money off of you, don't borrow money. Don't lend money. If you can get out of it, it's not worth it. And if you do, there can be problems later on. So I would strongly suggest don't do that. We're now talking the Seven of Pentacles. If you have a look at the nice little picture there, you'll see the guy is very tired. That's because it's saying do not stretch yourself so thin that there is nowhere else for you to go. You need to actually Make sure that there's time to eat properly, sleep properly, exercise, study. You need to have all of those things done. Take breaks, breathe, go outside. You never know who you might meet. Last card is the Eight of Rods. Basically what I'm getting from this card is a hastily made decision. In other words, something's going to come along and you are not going to think twice, which maybe you should. Do not sign any contracts. Do not buy any big
Hang
items.
on. If you do sign a contract, be sure to read the fine print because a lot of people don't, and that's what causes a lot of problems.
Yeah, but the fine print's boring. Let's be honest.
But that's the lawyer in me that has to say that.
But it's boring. No one reads the fine print because it's boring.
And that's when they get into problems.
Oh, duh. Well, you've got a solicitor now, Jay. You can do this. Right, so what I'm telling you to do is just be very careful. Don't sign anything. Don't commit yourself to anything. And be really careful if it's a guy, all right? I'm not sure about the guy thing. But
They're shonky bastards, basically.
But I think there might be, I just get the feeling there could be a guy in this one somewhere. Don't race off into a relationship or think that it's more than what it is. It may well not prove to be the one. Of course, it could be Harry. You could fall in love with him. He's pretty.
He's a babe magnet.
He is. The chicky babes in the street love him. Now, I hope that gives you some indication of what you could be feeling ahead. And because I have a need to, I'm just going to pull a card and we'll see. King of Pentacles, another Pentacles, more money. I don't know if you're coming up to a time where you need income tax done or you need an accountant, or if there's someone in your family